I have always said that. So
People Life.
yeah.
Since I have a few grouses,
Yeah.
may I
Go for
please?
it. Go for it. Go for it.
People Life was which year, Amir?
People Live was
2011 or
2010.
2010, end 2010.
Yeah.
Somewhere around that
Yeah,
time.
I'm bad with dates. 2010.
Now, I found, it was a satire as much on the press as it was on the plight of farmers in India.
It was a satire on all of us.
It was a satire on all of us.
All of us.
Now, what I found,
I don't think anyone was left out of it.
what I found ironical is, at that time, and most unfortunately, I were to say, Times Now did a story which was about this teenage girl in Banda in Uttar Pradesh. You may have followed the story, who was molested, raped by a local politician, and when she went to seek justice, she was jailed instead of getting justice. This Banda rape case was a major story, and when we did it, most unfortunately, some people said it was a People Live that we were doing, because this story came out right in the aftermath or around the time of People Live. Now, what happened eventually was that because of the campaign, the concerted campaign, some would say the noisy campaign, the rapist was sent to prison. So the politician was sent to prison, something which would have never happened.
Otherwise not happened.
Never happened. So, I'm taking People Live as a theme which you refer to in your interview and which comes out in the movie. They talk about the cacophony, the hullabaloo around it. But without that, there would have been no justice in that case.
No, I appreciate
So
what
I want your thoughts on that,
it.
because I feel that the media's role has changed, and therefore perhaps you have revised your own views on.
Yeah. I also feel that, I think People Live is a film which you have to understand is a satire. A satire is a film which is commenting in a very sarcastic, humorous, sharp way on society. And it is a socio-political satire. So it is commenting on all of us. I don't think anyone is free of that.
Went a bit over the top.
I mean, Anusha...
went a bit over the top. There were occasions which...
I mean, okay, what would you call Jaane Bhi Do Yaro?
No, I'm talking...
It's a satire. It's a satire. You have to understand that that's the genre of film. Now, you may not like the film, that I agree, but you have to understand that is the freedom that the creative person, the writer, the director has. And I think Anusha has done a good job in that. She's taken off on me. There were these wafer packets or some such things, which had some Gajni masala or Gajni biscuit or something of mine. That is also there in it. So I was okay with it.
I think these. I have a fantastic.
So I mean, what she was trying to say कि देखो यार यहाँ पे आमिर खान भी आ रहा है, अपनी बिकारी कर रहा है, वो वेफर बेच रहा है यहाँ पे. तो I was okay with it. Yeah. I mean, we do endorsements. I mean, actors do endorsements. So she was making fun of the producer of the film. What more can I say?
I also want to talk, since you are not going to talk, unless you tell me that in the time that we have, you're going to reveal everything about you. Because I think that you are bursting, and I think this is.
No, I am bursting. I agree with you, but let me.
Would you like to
let me burst on 6th May at 11 a.m.
7th May. Then we book time. To talk to you about that.
Okay.
Amir, the other part is about your activism.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there is a charge of selective activism against you. That when
what does that mean?
Selective activism is Amir as a movie release, he does a certain amount of activism. He's got something else coming up, he's going to do a certain amount of activism. And so it's in fits and starts and bursts, and it lacks consistency. That's do you feel in retrospect, for example, some people say that you campaign for Narmada Bachao Andolan for a period of time, and then you didn't really take it forward in a consistent way. Do you also think about it, Amir? Is it because of time?
I completely agree with your observation. Your observation is bang on, but I don't agree with your understanding of the situation.
Okay, tell me.
I am not an activist. I am an actor. I'm an entertainer. My passion, where my heart lies, is in entertainment. So I am not someone who is an activist who would devote the rest of his life in taking a particular cause forward. However, as a citizen of this country, as an individual, as a human being, I'm affected, like I'm sure you are, about certain things that are happening around us. So when that thing affects me, and I feel like speaking up about it, I speak up about it. And I think that more and more people should do that. that doesn't mean that each one of us has to become an activist. But surely I can express my opinion on something. Surely I can support something that I feel like supporting. There are people who are working full time on that. But those people who are working full time on that also need support from all of us in society, so that what they are trying to do is fulfilled, is achieved.
I think that's good.
So I think that each one of us, why only me as an actor? I think you as a journalist, I mean, that's your core responsibility. But of course, other people from other walks of life who may not be activists or even journalists, who should come forward and support things that they believe in.
But is Aamir
that
Khan,
is how society will improve. So I'll come to the other point. So whether it's Narmada, the issue of Narmada, let me just tell you how it happened also. I was actually in Delhi to release Kiran Nagarkar's book.
And there was a protest happening at Jantar Mantar.
There was a protest happening at Jantar Mantar. I was driving by and I said, what is happening? There were two protests happening. One was for the Bhopal gas tragedy victims. And then there was Medha, who was on fast. And I said, and they said this is happening and no one's listening to them. So I wanted to go and find out what's happening and support what they were saying, because I believed in what they were saying. I didn't plan it out. Not at all. Not at all. And the other instance, I mean, where was my film releasing? In fact, my film was banned after that in Gujarat. So how does it help me?
But after it was banned, they say because it was banned, you didn't take it forward.
No, certainly not. I mean, I was not meant to take it forward. I was meant to support it. In my heart, as far as I'm concerned, I'm supporting something. I'm not going to stop my career of acting and take up a cause. And I'll tell you why.
Cases on this.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why, because that's not me. That's not my heart. My heart lies in entertainment. My heart lies in...
See, Aamir, first of all...
So I'm not an activist.
Frankly, let me tell you
I mean, when people describe me as an activist, they're mistaken.
No, I think that you did
in their hearts, they may want me to be an activist, but the fact is that I'm an entertainer.
No, I think you did say, and I completely agree with what you said during Delhi Belly. You said, I'm an entertainer, not a social activist. I completely agree with you on that. And I think you are one of India's best and most respected entertainers. So don't take all the time saying aside, as a critique of you, not at all. But I want you to answer the straight questions today so that the record...
Sure.
My question here is, Aamir Khan was there when Anna Hazare was sitting in the middle of all the crowds.
But where was my film releasing?
No,
film was releasing of mine?
No, there wasn't, right? And I think a lot of people also said it was very brave of you because he was going against the system, which means Aamir Khan does not want to be on the right side of the system all the time. But why weren't you there in Mumbai when he sat in Mumbai?
Well, the fact is that I think what Annaji stands for is something that I endorse, and I feel that each one of us would agree with the fact that India needs a strong law against corruption. And when he's asking for a strong law against corruption, I think all of us are with him. I'm with him and the whole country is with him. Who would not want a strong law on corruption?
True.
So our attempt to push for a strong law on corruption, which has been pending for a while now, is something that I endorse. And is something that I endorse even today.
Yeah, but if you had gone to BKC when he was sitting here, then let me assure you, just by your fans, there would be 100,000 more people there.
No, but Arnab, I also want to point out to you that, as I said earlier, that I'm not a full-time activist.
That's true.
I am someone who is leading my own life. There are, I'm a very passionate film person. When I dive into my film work, I find it difficult even to sometimes, meet my family, because I'm so lost in my work. So, it is with great difficulty sometimes I'm able to pull myself out and do something, outside of that.
Yeah.
Which is why people find that I disappear for suddenly 6-8 months, he's not around. Yeah. I'm not around because I'm lost in my work. I'm not able to do anything else. So, I was not able to go for the second protest that he did. But whether he's protesting or not, I'm saying I strongly believe that India must have a strong law against corruption. And with that in mind, I've written a letter to my local MP. I've written a letter to Priya saying that, as an individual who you are representing me where the laws are made, and I want you to know that I would like a strong law. So let me just say, so I'm saying as an individual, that's my job to do. I've written to, the Prime Minister, I've written to my local MP, and as an Indian, who can I reach out to? I can reach out to my Prime Minister. He's the person who's, going to lead us. Yeah. He's the person who is leading us right now. He's the person I reach out to. The other person I reach out to is my local MP.
Yep.
Okay, boss, you're the one who I've selected. I voted for you. Please take this forward. Now, I don't have to be there at every protest. I may not be able to. I think that I'm not a full-time activist, so I may not be able to be there every time.
Yeah. I completely understand that. I think it's also the weight of public expectations that are always on you. Will you ever join politics?
No.
It's a very big temptation for people nowadays.
It's not a temptation for me. I'm very much in love with what I'm doing. And I really love what I'm doing. And I think that for me, Arnab, connecting with people's hearts, getting into people's hearts, touching people's hearts is what moves me.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the word excites me also, because that's the wrong word. It moves me. It makes me feel warm inside when I connect with people's hearts. And that is what I like doing. It doesn't interest me. Politics doesn't interest me, and I don't think I'm cut out for it. I don't think I'm cut out for it. I don't think it's.
I think the
my world.
one lesson you can teach politicians, Amir, very well, is how to keep a secret. because you don't have. I can get documents on politicians.
Right.
You can do sting operations on politicians. You can get them to reveal a lot. But I have found out something about your 12th episode. Maybe we talk about that before we wrap up.
What is
because
that?
I'm told that your 12th episode, I don't know how this leaked. Now you should investigate. Your 12th episode is about a person who brings elderly, lonely senior citizens together. I'm told. Natubhai Patel. Now.
Is it?
Yes, Natubhai Patel has spoken. And he talks about how you were shooting with him. So tell me a little bit about this. He said it's in the papers.
Well, you should check with the papers then.
No, tell me. Tell me a little bit.
Arnab, I won't be telling you, because I think that I want you to enjoy my show. So whether Mr. Patel is on the show or not, you will discover when you watch the program.
That's very good. If you were to become a politician, you'd become a very good politician.
No, I won't actually. I'm not able to hide my emotions. To be a good politician.
And for all your fans out there, you're in a happy state right now. They also want to know a little bit about your family, Kiran. Your baby boy.
We are so enjoying Azad. He's such a wonderful kid, touch wood, and he's a real joy in our lives. And Kiran is a wonderful mother. She's really like a hands-on mother. And since Azad has been born, I've been working out of the house, so I've been with him all the time. Most of the time I've been with him, and even while I'm working in my meetings for the show that we've been having, he's in my lap while we're having discussions and meetings and all of that. So it's been a wonderful period. I feel very blessed. I feel it's the prayers of my mother and my fans, and I'm very grateful for that. I think whether it's professionally or even personally, we go through ups and downs in our life.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy with the way things are going.
That's very good. I can see that. The camera is very transparent. Thank you. Thank you, Amir. All the best with this.
Thank you.
Hold on to your secret and meet you in a week or so.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
I hope you like it.
I'm sure I will. Thank you.